Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Tuesday, June 26th, 2018. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Commencing in December 2018, citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis who are applying for visas in order to visit Canada will have to travel to Trinidad. That announcement was made on Monday, June 25th by St. Kitts and Nevis's Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honourable Mark Brantley. The announcement comes on the heels of Mr. Brantley's recent visit to Canada, where he met with Canada's Minister of Immigration and other members of Parliament in an effort to have visa-free access to Canada for citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis restored.
Because they've now said that they're moving to collecting biometrics, so fingerprints and all that, they move into that. And in order to collect biometrics, they need to see the person. So part of the difficulties as of currently, to get a visa to Canada, you have to apply online. As of December, you'll have to travel to Trinidad to get that visa. My advice would be that for those who are interested in traveling to Canada, that you still have a small window until December, that you apply online to get your visa now, rather than waiting until the biometrics requirement is introduced as of December and having the additional expense.
The matter of the additional expense raises some concern, Brantley noted.
The cost of travel to Trinidad is extremely high, and we feel that that is a matter that would be unhelpful if certainly taken to its logical conclusion. It would really ensure that many of us in this room gathered and others outside listening will never be able to even afford to apply for the visa, far less to get a visa and to go to Canada. Our argument is that it's really pricing the visa out of the reach of most of us, and that would mean that effectively Canada is taken off the table insofar as people from St. Kitts and Nevis are concerned. I think the Canadian government is very sensitive to that. We have discussed a number of options with them, including that they have a mobile unit that will come to the various territories to seek to collect the biometrics here. And one other option they have considering is if they can set up a biometric center in some place that's closer than Trinidad. They suggested Barbados, but I told them, well, Barbados only takes about $100 off the price. So it's still too high. So we have, of course, offered St. Kitts and Nevis to them. This will be a matter for them to consider as to where they set up this center, someplace other than Trinidad.
Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Visitors to the Bath Stream would notice that some renovation work has taken place in recent weeks in an effort to improve the experience at the natural therapeutic springs. According to Acting Permanent Secretary John Hanley, the work was started by the Ministry of Tourism earlier this month with the assistance of a group called the Friends of Bath Stream and labour provided by the Nevis Prison Farm.
We started our renovation in early June, around the 4th of June. And we reached out to the former volunteer group. One of the key persons in the volunteer group was Mr. David Joseph. He is here with us today. He has been working along with persons like Mr. Kevin Barrett, Mr. Mel Hanley, Callie Selkridge, and other persons. These persons, of their own volition and using their own resources, they were the persons who put the original slabs in and created the first set of pools. Over time, these pools have been subject to the ravages of erosion, and the time has come when the ministry recognized that it was important to replace the slabs and to repair the pools. So we thought that it would be the best thing to reach out to the persons who originally put the slabs and the pools and so on in place.
When Hadley visited the site on Monday, he expressed appreciation to the persons who were instrumental in completing the project.
Mr. David Joseph, he had no hesitation in undertaking the challenge to repair the pools. Individuals would have been complaining over time about the state of the pools, and we are of the belief that if locals find the pools in a condition that they could enjoy them, then our visitors, of course, would naturally be able to enjoy the pools. So we are here today. The project has been completed, and we are very grateful to Mr. David Joseph and the team that worked along with him to repair the pools. We now have 3 fully functional pools. The concrete slabs are all back in place, and it looks a lot better. When I brought the idea to Honourable Premier Brantley, he immediately, without any hesitation whatsoever, agreed to the project. And the cost of the project to date is in the vicinity of around 30,000 EC dollars. And I can tell you that it was money very well spent.
Premier Brantley, who was also visiting the site, has indicated that there will be regular maintenance of the Bath stream going forward.
Mr. David Joseph and his team, because it's a group effort, it's a team effort. They've always been here, friends of Bath. You hear what they call themselves, the friends of Bath. They've really done a good job, and I want to commend them and ask the people to use the Bath stream responsibly and not to litter, not to leave anything in the stream that ought not to be there, but rather to use it in a way that is sustainable for the rest of us. And so we are very happy to be here, and I invite one and all to come and experience the Bath stream. They say it used to be the place where even members of the royal families from Europe came and took their baths. So certainly I would expect the royal families all around Nevis to come and take their baths as well. So thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you for your service, for your contribution, and we look forward to this bath stream serving the people of Nevis for a very, very long time to come.
A student of the Gingerland Secondary School and a student of the Nevis International Secondary School are the local winners of the 2018 Florida Caribbean Cruise Association FCCA Foundation Children's Poster Competition. The competition was promoted under the theme Weathering the Storm, Disaster Preparation for My Destination. The Ministry of Tourism has announced that the local winner in the junior category is 12-year-old Derica Williams of the Gingerland Secondary School. She submitted a poster entitled Don't Skip a Beat, Always Be Prepared, Storms Are No Treat. 15-year-old Jesse John Wiley of the Nevis International Secondary School captured first place in the senior category of the contest. His poster was entitled Science Can Save Lives. The two winners were chosen from among entries submitted by the Ivor Walters and St. Thomas's Primary Schools, Nevis Academy, and the Charlestown, Gingerland, and Nevis International Secondary Schools. A press release from the Ministry of Tourism extends congratulations to the winners and participants for their illustrious poster submissions. Still to come.
The idea behind this is to get the children out after they've completed the exams. You come on down to the NEPAC yard and have a fun day.
The details after this break. Welcome back. Hundreds of grade 6 students from 24 primary schools on St. Kitts and 3 on the island of Nevis on Monday, June 25th, graduated from the Moving On Up Grade 6 Transition Program, a social intervention program introduced by Crime Reduction Specialist Dr. Niels Chaitin with support from the Ministry of National Security. The program, which ran throughout the entire school year, sought to reduce the risk of high school frustration, failure, and dropout by equipping grade 6 students with the strategies, concepts, inspiration, and focus needed to develop a career goal and to work to achieve it. Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, expressed his fullest support for the program, noting that having students identify a career path at an early age gives them a goal that they can steadily work towards achieving. The participating students who will be making the transition to secondary school at the start of the new school term in September attended the ceremony at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort, decked in the uniforms reflecting their chosen career paths, including doctors, law enforcement officers, lawyers, and nurses. Furthermore, Prime Minister Harris commended Dr. Chaitan and Mrs. Ann Chaitan, as well as officials within the Ministry of National Security who were involved in the success of the Moving On Up Grade 6 transition program, and called for its continuation in the next school year. The Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, NCDF, will host a fun day on Monday, July 2nd. Chief Executive Officer of the NCDF, Jerome Rollins, spoke to us about the purpose of the event.
The idea behind this is to get the children out after they've completed the exams. You come on down to the NEPAC yard and have a fun day. We'll have live music by the core band. We'll have bouncing castles, face painting, water slides, and so forth and so forth. And one of the key ingredients of this activity is the launch of the Junior Parade costume. This year, the NCDF, Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, is executing that particular initiative. And so this year, the Children's Parade or the Junior Parade will be held separate to the Adult Parade. And the NCDF is driving that one. So we're making the costumes, we're putting the whole thing together. And so we want to have the public come out and see what we've made, see the students dramatize some of the costumes so they can see what will be on parade day.
The costumes for the Junior Parade are being made by the staff at the foundation and will be modeled on Monday, July 2nd by students of the various primary schools. Rollins also gave details about the fun day and encouraged persons to attend the event.
Well, we're going to have the core band live, providing musical entertainment for the function. Again, we're going to have the bouncing castle, and these are minimum costs, like $2 for bouncing castle, $3 for face painting. That's minimal cost so that the children can really have some fun where cost will not be an issue. Food and drinks will be there, snacks will be on sale, etc. So it's an all-inclusive package, a very good package for the students to come on out. We start at 11 a.m., going down into perhaps the afternoon. And so it will be a fun day. The emphasis is on the word fun for the children to come out after their exams and really have fun.
The fun day will take place at the Nevis Performing Arts Center beginning at 11 a.m. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.